before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Dolphins.
Let's go now.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19, track 60. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Right there, hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going right back to Wilson. Down the right sideline. The right end, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 54 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Up the middle, Achane. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. 35-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
70 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go. Tonight.
On the option right is Fields. Now inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, 56 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Glenn. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
From the gun on third down. Glenn. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Go.
Straight ahead is home. Escapes the defender. He's still on his feet. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Slye is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Back to throw. Glenn. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Glenn. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Off the play fake. Glenn. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Thomas. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now he's loose again. Breece Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 59 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Glenn. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Thomas on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Hey, here we go. Blue 58, go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. All right.
Fields now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Fields going to run, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. All right.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Open man is Waddle, complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Glenn. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
60 by Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Street. Street.
Back to throw. Glenn. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dalton Kincaid, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 55 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
We'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Ready? Warriors, Panther 6, and action.
They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Looking to throw. Glenn. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Dolphins 21. Harrison Beavis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 41 yards. And the Jets have got it on cruise control. And now it's blocked. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. This is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off play action. Glenn. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Glenn. And then it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are able to claw one back. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now again, right side, Townsend. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now Fields going to run. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Off the bootleg. Glenn. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
19 tight. Dragon 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man is Jauan Jennings. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Ready. 60.
Back to throw. Glenn. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A little juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First and goal, Miami.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking.
Here we go.
Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and a couple.
Don't jump. Ready? Blue 58.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the first and 10.
Green 19, guys, right? Right.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
19 windy.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here we go. Right.
On third down, it's Townsend. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to